everyone, a little bit of an extra video today that I wasn't going to actually do, so what day it'll come up I don't know, but I've seen lots of people doing like mixed media paper and then making flowers out of it. Now I'm not going to get my whole scrap box, chuck it in a box and spray all of my scraps, but what I will do is use leftover paint on book pages. So I've just done my index card for this week's challenge on my Facebook group, and I've got some paint left over. So I started adding it to here, and then I thought, why not switch the camera on and make it into a video. So what I'm doing here, I'm just getting rid of my excess paint. So there's 2 pages done, and I'm just painting it on, again really random, just using up my leftovers. Yeah, give that a wash, and if I can get 2 pages out of it, then that's a bit of a bonus. Put some of that pink on, smoosh it about, have some yellow on there, bits of yellow. Yeah, and the more random the better. Okay, and then I'll just hold that because it's wet. Just get rid of, I'm going to literally just get rid of whatever paint is left in my little doofer here. Okay. Because normally, you know, you might, if you're not necessarily doing anything else, you might just wash that paint down the sink. But you can actually use it to make stuff, so just going to dry that off right quick. Okay, and I've not done the back side because I'm going to use these to make the flowers, and so you're not going to see the back. Dry that off. Okay, so then for just some added interest, I'm going to do some stamping. I'll have to just make sure it's fully dry. It's quite an old book, so it's quite thick paper. So this is just a good thing to do when you've finished whatever you're doing and you've got paint in your paint pot. Just get a, you know, I normally have a bit of a book that I've either ripped for the pages or, you know, to use in my journals or whatever, or sometimes I'll use it if I'm using my glue stick, I'll use it as a bit of a mat, you know, so I'm not getting a big mess everywhere. Right, so I'm just going to rip those out. I'm going to turn my book over because I'm going to use that as a cushion to stamp with, and I'm going to actually stamp with a really pretty little flower stamp. Where is it? That one. Okay. So yeah, let me just get a block. Oh, reaching for things is a bit painful at the moment, so just bear with me if I'm a little bit slow. My left arm don't want to bend properly. Honestly, if I were an arse, they'd make glue out of me. Right, so I'm going to use my archival ink in case I decide I'm going to add anything else on. Then it won't, what they call it, it won't run. And I'm just going to randomly stamp this all over. Pressed on a bit hard there and squashed the image, but never mind. I should know better. but so I'm going to do each page with different things so that they look different. So this one's flowers, and the other one I'm going to do something else. Okay, so that's that one done and ready. Let's get a different stamp set out. Where's my I want my Tim Hortons ones. What have I done with them? One second, I've lost a great big folder of stamps. Ta-da! You know when you put something in a safe place so you don't forget where it is? Yeah, that's what I did. Okay, let's have a look what we're going to use. What am I going to use? Let's have some numbers and some letters. That's interesting, isn't it? What else have I got? And then we've got script. Right. So on my next page we're going to have numbers. I think this ink pad needs re-inking. Yep. And have some letters. That's that one. And then let's just put that down. On this one we'll have some, it's definitely drying up as a ink pad. I've not had it that long, but I must have used, I think I have used it a lot, so I can't complain. Random stamping, that's what we like. Okay, and then I think I'll do another one on this one. Quite like that random stamping business with the background. Okay. There we go, job's a good one, that's that done. Okie doke, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, what am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just get my splatter box and I'm going to dilute some white gesso. And I've got my little fan brush. Okay. It's a bit too thick, is that gesso? Be right. Easier to do it before you do your flower shapes than, well, I think it's easier doing big sheets than little sheets, so I'll do all this beforehand. I'm going to end up with more of this on my face. I've just felt it all splatter on me. It's going everywhere. I'm such a messy crafter. There we go, that's nice and it's going a bit finer now. Yep. Some more there. Bit more there. Right, look at state. I'm just going to dry these off and then I'll be back. Okay, so here's some of my punched, I'm calling them art flowers, mixed media art flowers. How fun are these? Every single one's different, and you know, there's no two the same. Now you can obviously, now I did have a little bit of a play in between shots, and I did come up with these little 3D flowers. Okay, so that's a flatter one. So that's two of the large ones and a small one just laid on top of each other and glued flat. Okay, inked around the edge with I ended up using peacock feathers I wanted to keep it vibrant. I didn't want to end up with brown. Okay, and then this one's fun. Couldn't look at my fingers. This one's fun because I've done this one, you know, with dimension and used a mat and a ball tool. So we've got two of the larger ones and one of the smaller ones there if you want something with a bit more dimension. So that's two ways. Okay, now my favourite way that I came up with is actually the easiest and the nicest. Now, you know, if you don't have a 5-petal flower die or flower punch, just draw one and cut it out. It don't matter if it's not perfect, okay? Just think, you know, five petals, or do as many petals as you want, really, I suppose. It doesn't matter. I'm just using what I've got, so use what you've got. So the easiest thing that I found to use was actually, I did this. So I'm going to do it on this one because I think this one's really pretty. So I've just got my pigment pen here. It's a waterproof one, so whatever's in there, whether you've used distress inks or whatever, although I wouldn't use distress inks, I've used acrylics here. So find your centre, draw a dot, and then literally just draw into the shape of the flower. And these are a little bit like heart shape. Don't matter if it's not perfect, just draw just inside the outer edge of the flower, following the shape, and then go back to the middle. Same again here, start at the middle, work your way out, just carefully following the shape of the flower, and back to the middle again. This is so easy, it's ridiculous, and they look so cool. I'm absolutely thrilled. Okay, so you might find that, you know, your circle's not exactly in the middle and your petals, it don't matter, okay, it doesn't matter. So then what you want to do, I'd zoom in a bit further, but start from the middle and do 3 flicks, just 3. Turn it, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. Turn it, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now how cool does that look? Now you can, I've did one, I put a little gem in the middle, okay, and yeah, so I've ended up with heaps of these. Now this is my favourite way because I think those would be really lovely in an art journal or on your tags or on your journaling cards. You know, and because they're brightly coloured, they'll fit with any theme. They'd go with vintage, you know, if you're doing your Tim Holtz style, they'll fit in. And I think those are my favourite way of doing these. So there's the flatter one, not massively enamoured with it. There's the dimensional one, really pretty, love it. But these, for me, are a winner, and they are so easy to do. So I hope that gives you some ideas of what to do if you've got any leftover paint and some book pages. Super simple. Go and have a go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.